going to show you guys 3 different Bibles, the same verse in all 3 of them, and tell you quickly why they're different from each other. My name is Scarlett. I love talking about the Bible, so follow along. Let's start in this one. This is the CSB. The Lord is my shepherd. I have what I need. Next, I'm going to read to you guys a NIV. This is from 1984. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not be in want. Next is a King James Version Bible. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Why are all of these different? I'm going to make a really complicated topic for you extremely simple. So if you want to learn more about it, there's tons of books and classes and professors and experts that go over all of this, but this is just my paraphrase, super simple explanation, okay? The Bible is compiled of a bunch of really old scrolls and letters and stories that have been preserved over time by manually handwriting, copying them down up until, the printing press and the copy machine, right? Now, some of these books were more popular than others, so therefore they had more manual copies. More people were writing them down. And some of them, they were just passed around in cultures where they had more oral tradition, and then they were copied down. And some of them were passed around in places where people like to add in their own notes and their own commentaries. So historians and scholars have a lot of data and a lot of manuscripts, is what they call them, that they're working with. So because it's so old and written in different languages and we have so many manuscripts, scholars will compare these manuscripts to each other to try to figure out what different words mean. But they'll also use pieces of literature written in the same language and time period that don't have anything to do with the Bible, but are from the same kind of area. Now, all of these old manuscripts and these pieces of literature to help us understand the language weren't found at the same place at the same time, and not everyone who's working on the Bible gets to sit in the same room and look at the same document. So that's why we have this book, King James Version from the 1940s, that looks a lot different from this book from the 1980s, because just within 40 years, historians and language experts made so many discoveries about biblical literature and culture and context and language. And then we have this Christian Standard Bible, and this is from 2018. And since 2018, other publishing companies have put out newer versions of Bible because they've made newer discoveries about the language and maybe found new manuscripts or been able to piece different ones together. The Bible is a compilation of ancient religious documents, and it needs to be treated that way, respected that way, and honored that way. It's one of the absolute coolest books in the world, the way that it has been preserved and passed on from generation to generation. And today we have amazing people who are dedicating their lives to try to understand it and make sure that you have in your hand the most accurate English translation that you could possibly hold. I hope this helps, and happy studying.